Namaskar, I'm Ashok Vyas, and this is a special program and a privilege to be with Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh every week. Doctor, welcome. Namaste.
Namaskar, namaskar.
Doctor, so much is happening in the world. When we say a combination of good and bad, both happens. But when we look back, and I want to recollect and seek your reflection on an important development where Prime Minister Narendra Modi unveiled the statue of Subhash Chandra Bose ji, and we have now Rajpath known as Kartavya Path. How do you see that whole vision coming to life?
I think Honorable Prime Minister's vision and thoughts are really very, very unique, very exciting, and it has a lot of long-lasting meaning to it. Once you say, when you are changing the name from Rajpath to Kartavya Path, that shows that you are really at the end of the 75th year of independence. You are cutting off all the connections with the colonialism and the British Raj.
On that note, it just coincided that Queen also left her mortal frame. She was 90 plus, and there were discussions in India. Some people were expressing a lot of grief on her passing, and some people were reflecting on how British has treated India. Your general impression, and American press has also talked a lot about British monarchy, and some people here also criticize that we need not pay that much attention. So, your personal take on
well, my personal take is that she was a great queen. She ruled, she was queen for almost 70 years. It's a long-lasting monarchy, and she is very smart, very charming, very personable. Whoever met her always came out with a lot of good impression about her. And of course, in 70 years, the time changes, politics changes, people changes. So, but she act accordingly what is good for people of United Kingdom and England and the Commonwealth in general. So I think we all should mourn or feel sorry for Queen Elizabeth leaving us, because she was there as a grandma for last 70 years, as far as we all people remember right now. And I think always remember a positive part of any individuals rather than some negative thing in the past, because we don't know that time what was her circumstances, why she took that decision or this decision or that decision, and why she acted accordingly. And probably she acted accordingly. But we know that, for example, in Jallianwala Bagh, when she came back I think in 60, recently, a few years ago, 20-30 years ago, that time she went there and she paid homage to those Shaheeds. Of course, it's probably, for some people it's not enough because she didn't say sorry, but being probably a monarch of the country or Commonwealth, it is probably, we don't know what the protocol is, whether they can say that or not.
So what they can say or they cannot say, probably we do not know, but how we feel and how they made us feel, that becomes a very sensitive space, and people are very emotionally charged.
But I personally believe that always our Ved teaching says that when you forget somebody, you are always at peace with your mind and brain. So I think forgiveness is always a great tool to be happy.
I think that is undoubtedly the best policy if someone can follow. And then again, because we are talking in a very heart-to-heart way about these issues, it varies from the kind of circumstances that have unfolded for you. Some people, now I'll take you back to India, and in the context of the recent Supreme Court having authorized local court to decide about Gyan Vapi situation and the evidence about Shiv Mandir being there, etc. So that verdict of court is also perceived differently. While on the one hand, Hindu groups are of course feeling good that court could see it in the light as it was shown, and some of the Muslim leaders in India are coming up with very bitter expressions. So, but your take on this situation?
Well, I think again, I do not know exact, but I think most of the laws are jurisdiction of the state. Like say, for example, law and order in the state, or religious, what do you call, penal codes. I don't know. I'm not attorney, so I don't know. But I think that could be the reason why Supreme Court gave it back to states. Let state decide whether they want, how they want to handle this situation. Because I'm sure, and there is some ruling in '92. That time government has decided that constitutional ruling is there, I think, amendment, saying that whatever is
the Worship Act.
Worship Act. So wherever the situation is, it becomes status quo kind of. You cannot change that. So I think that could be the reason why they push it back to the state. Now up to the state, depending upon their states.
We are not attorneys, we don't know all the details, but what situation is, as per instruction of Supreme Court, this is the conclusion of the local court, that they can continue with hearing of the case, because under the Worship Act they were saying that there cannot be any conversation about it. So, but we'll move towards again the positive side of life, and you have been a champion of some important issues in India while you are working to empower education, women empowerment through an organization which you are also leading as chairman, that is Life Global. And talk to us about the upcoming event for raising funds, and overall how you feel about so many achievements to Life Global. We can have another conversation at length, but in anything that comes to your mind.
Well, Life Global is an NGO we started in 2016 to help out our sister NGO back home called Life Project. And our initiative is education, and it means to build the primary school for in the villages where there is no school, and this school is with all the kind of facilities, modern facilities, toilet facilities, computer facilities, smart schools facilities. We are building in the different villages, and so far, with the help of the Project Life, we built 105 school already, primary school, and those primary school we built it, we created the infrastructures, and then give it to the government of Gujarat to run it. And because of that, now even a lot of kids, particularly female kids, they started getting education and going to the school. Because in India, in the villages, a lot of parents, they don't send their female child to the school because there is no facility for the toilet and so forth. And this kind of eliminate that thing, and more female children can get education. So that's our primary goal. And this year we are trying to renovate a primary school in the North Gujarat near Khed Brahma, which was founded by Mahatma Gandhi 125 years ago. And that school now we are converting into not only primary school but primary school plus residential school, where the students can come, kind of boarding school. And that was our main project this year. And our goal within next 5 years, we would like to complete 121 school. And the second big initiative is women's empowerment. So far we empowered 10,000 women, taught them some kind of trade like sewing, beauty parlor, then weaving the clothes, power loom operations, and all those things. And out of 10,000, at least those 10,000 families become independent and self-sufficient. And not only the women got confidence and started making money for the family, but the kids, because of that, kids goes to now school and get the education, so whole family will uplift. So I think these are the two biggest initiatives we have. And this Sunday, September 18th, we have annual gala for Life Global. So please come and join and be part of the history making. Thank you.
So that takes us to the concluding part of this conversation, but Dr. Parikh, I would also like to share the important initiative in terms of your support as having taken a special cricket bat symbolic with signature of Virat Kohli. And we also had in our studio gentleman Rishikesh ji who talked about how all this is helping. So we'll share that clip. On 18th September, an important event is happening in New Jersey, and that is to support Life Global, and how Life Global is reaching out to different sections of society for education, for women empowerment, to strengthen this important organization. Chairman of ITV Gold, Parikh Worldwide Media, as well as Chairman of Life Global, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh has also been instrumental in taking part for the auction of an important cricket bat, and how this cricket bat becomes very important. We have the pleasure, first of all, thanking all of you for being with us, and Rishikesh ji is with us, Amarji is with us, and of course Dr. Parikh. This bat, I see Rishikesh ji has signature of Virat Kohli. Talk to me about the significance of Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh taking this bat in the auction.
Yeah, thank you. And first of all, I thank you, Dr. Sudhir Parikh. And on behalf of Life Global, we just started auction today for 18th September's fundraising event with Asha Parikh ji. And this cricketer is Virat Kohli, original signed by Virat Kohli, Indian cricketer. And this auction, which first bat took by our global chairman, Dr. Sudhir Parikh. Thank you very much, Sudhir ji, for taking this first bat. And the journey is continue for the Gandhiji's established school in Gujarat of India, Western India, and also in women empowerment program. This both cause Dr. Sudhir Parikh, Mr. Amar Shah, and of course Dr. Arun Palkhiwala taking up on this 18th September fundraising event.
So once again, I thank you, Padma Shri Dr. Sudhir Parikh, for having compassion in action and continuing to serve the community, and your parting words from today's show.
Well, dear friends, I'm a chairman of the NGO called Life Global, and Life Global has two big initiatives. One is education, where we built primary schools in the villages. So far, we have completed 108 schools, and our goal is to complete 121 schools by end of the 2025. The second goal is to empower the women. So far, we already empowered 10,000 women, and our goal by 2025 to make that number 15,000. So we'll be uplifting 15,000 poor family from the poverty. And so please come and join us and donate generously to Life Global and its initiative. Till then, I would like to say, God bless America, God bless India, God bless Indian American, and we'll see you. Till then, we'll see you next week. Till then, goodbye.